All right, so I'm starting my interview with Trax NYC. The fans want to know what it is that you're eating and where did you get it from?
I got it from the deli adjacent over here. It's a kosher deli. It's a borscht soup. And I've been having it for a long time.
What's going on, y'all? So today we are going to be doing a Q&A interview with Trax himself. You guys have some questions. He may have some answers. Now, Trax, are you ready to answer some of these questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, first question goes from Blue4709. This is his question. Hey, Trax, if you had to completely start over, how would you approach getting started in today's jewelry market?
Whew, that's a tough question, my friend. Because starting out is the most difficult fucking thing you can do in this world. You know what I'm saying? Starting out is like having a defenseless child in a ruthless world. So if I was starting out, I mean, you got to tap into a marketplace, and it would have to be with social media. So pretty much what I'm doing now. But, you know, if I'm starting out, I don't know who the manufacturers are. I don't know how diamond setting is. So if you're starting out, you'd have to probably work with some other type of company and take their jewelry and bring it to a marketplace. There is no good and easy answer to that. I mean, I started out 18 years ago, and I just got here. So, you know, like, wherever I start out, it's just going to be the same fucking trek back to the same spot. So there's no good answer to that one.
Where did you come up with the name Trax NYC?
From a graffiti name site that I learned when I was a kid. Like, I was just 10 years old, 8 years old. Someone's brother had the graffiti name site. And then when I was like 13, 14, I wanted to come up with my name. I came up with Trax. I liked it crispy, you know. And I stuck with it. I stick with shit.
All right. 3D printers took jewelry design to the next level.
Yeah.
What do you think is the next big thing that will disrupt the jewelry business?
Artificial intelligence.
A serious answer?
Yeah.
Which pendant are you the most proud of?
The pendant that I'm the most proud of, well, I love the piece I did for Flossie with the lights and the battery. I really like that piece. I'd say that one, I guess. It's not really a hard-hitting question there, but it's okay.
What is the most amount of money a client has ever spent with you in one transaction, and what did they buy?
What, the one transaction? I mean, I guess people spend them. It's always up to like $250,000 for a large diamond, an engagement ring, something like that. Nothing crazy.
And you don't remember the person?
Well, Quan bought an engagement ring for just recently when I took it to Dubai. From Quan and Rissa for $250,000.
This subscriber says, white gold versus platinum. Which metal will be less likely to dull in the long run?
Platinum.
Platinum?
Yep. Platinum is the color. White gold. Gold is yellow. If you make it white by mixing it with nickel or something like that, it'll come whitish, and then you cover it with rhodium, which is in the platinum family.
Okay.
So,
has Adam Sandler ever been to the shop?
Yes.
And did you ever make him a custom piece?
I never made him a custom piece, but he was definitely at the shop when we shot that scene.
All right. So Diego, review expert, says, hi, Trax. I would like to know, how would you respond to the negative videos about you where they call you a liar and a scammer? What makes you an honest jeweler compared to the rest of the street and anywhere else?
Okay. Well, you know, at this point in time, if you look over my YouTube channel, I've got hours and hours of content of explaining things and doing things. For me to add more to that, you know, it's crazy. But the general story is that we have a factory, we manufacture, we employ people, right? So we manufacture jewelry, that takes a bunch of people. We market it, that takes a bunch of people. We retail it, and then we have the sales team for that. So you've got all these groups of people manufacturing, marketing, and retailing, selling, servicing transactions. It's really not even me. You know, I come here at 2-3 p.m. sometimes, and I'm going to be taking a lot of time off. All these other jewelers, whatever they're doing, I don't even know. We have 5 different safes of people putting merchandise in, bringing them out, bring it to the marketplace. we have a real business, and to even answer that question is crazy.
Mr. Alex wants to know, how did Trax overcome the millions of dollars that he was in debt? Didn't know you were in debt.
Right. So how did I overcome that? That was one of the most difficult things you can imagine. And you overcome that by having a little volume of sales. Then you sit here and work with one manufacturer. They give you 30 days. You go to that one. You sell that. You pay him. You do that. You pay the interest. You go this. You invest. You get a loan. You get invest in a commercial, and you finally get your sales up. And little by little, you get out of that situation with a large enough volume of transactions. Man, it's the easiest way I could put it.
Casper of New York wants to know, what type of specialist is in short supply as far as a Trax team member? Meaning, do you need more colored stone specialists, or is knowledge of precious metals more needed? Basically, if someone wanted to start working with you and was looking to learn something you need more of, what would that component
be? We need more videography. We need more stuff like that. I need more media. You know, the jewelry side is just sales, and anybody who doesn't know anything about gemstones, forget it. You're not going to be useful in the next 5 years anyway. It's the people that are out here that have business experience, those few people that are worth a damn. You know, it's like being a doctor almost, except without a college degree, right? You know, what field in doctors? Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure we need more surgeons, but that's not gonna answer anything, because you're not gonna be a surgeon tomorrow. Neither am I. So the videography, we need stuff. We're gonna do podcasting. We need stuff. But as far as jewelry is concerned, as far as the sales, the craftsmen, that takes years of experience to be useful at all, and then at the same time it takes a certain character, which not a lot of people have. A lot of people have shit character.
Alright. Miss Baddest Chick wants to know, hey Brandon, my questions, she has about 4 questions. Does Trax ever give his employees birthday and work anniversary gifts? Does Trax provide jewelry incentives for high performances?
Right.
Third question, how many hours a day and a week does Trax expect his employees to work? And does Trax expect his employees to work holidays and weekends? So first question, do you give your employees birthdays and anniversary gifts?
What kind of company is going to fucking give you something for your birthday? You know what I'm saying? A jewelry incentives. This is not a fucking, you know, like this person who's asking this question is just thinking about what she could get. Oh, it's my birthday, I'm working at a jewelry store, here's a chain, it's you know what I'm saying, I just did a sale, can I get something? You know, whatever it might be.
What about
the answer is no. The incentive is you make money and then you go buy whatever you want. Some people want jewelry, some people want shoes, some people want, you know, a trip, some people want this, some people want that. I gotta build a business. You see me? I'm building a business. I gotta build a business that's fair to my employees and retains top talent and the best quality people. So that gives you flexibility in a schedule. You could work with someone else. They take a week off, then you take a week off. You could work it out. You could make it nice and flexible and a comfortable, happy work environment. It's very possible to do that, but this gifts and all this other shit, forget about that.
And do you expect your employees to work holidays and weekends?
Some of them love working holidays and weekends. Some of them work 4 days a week. It all depends on the person and their ability to work where they are in life. Some people have children and they got to work more. You know, life is complicated. It's fluid. You have to make choices based on what it is.
Mm-hmm. In what year did you make your first sale on eBay? And was it that first sale that hooked you to the jewelry business?
Yep, that's exactly what it was. It was in 2004. It was the first thing I fucking put up. It was called a phantom ring.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wise Guy Jimmy wants to know, what are the gold prices in 2023?
23? I mean, I have the slightest idea, because the thing is, I don't even know what the price of anything is anymore. They printed so much money. They've corrupted the system. This shit is just going... you know, but as soon as something fucking hits, it's like a car where you take all the screws on. It's going down the highway, but as soon as it hits a bump, the wheels are gonna come off. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is just gonna disintegrate. So we have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what the prices are. We have no idea what the hell is really happening. This is gonna play out over our lifetime. Either two things are gonna happen. Things are gonna go exactly as we see them now, or things are gonna go completely out of control. Either one of those two scenarios. So, I don't know. It's only all we can know for sure is it's only getting harder and harder for the average person out there, and people care about you less and less. The quality of your food is worse. The quality of your water is worse. The quality of your transportation is worse. The quality of your life is worse.
Cookie Man 4578 says, "No question here, but I for real have respect for you and Trax.
Thank
You seem very grateful and hardworking. I love how Max keeps it real, time and time again with his people. Dude is an inspiration for real. I hope you, Max, and the whole Trax family are doing well. Continue to prosper." I like that comment. It wasn't a question, but I liked it.
Thank you.
Fendi Monster. This question was funny. Max, if you had to choose the #1 electric scooter, currently and soon to be released in 2023, on build quality and specs, what would you choose?
I like the Dualtrons.
That was actually his.
My mini motors.
Yeah, Dualtron X Limited. So that's.
Well, I have a Dualtron. A Thunder. That's this Thunder 2. That's a really high quality scooter. I'll get you killed, unfortunately, in some ways. I also like.
He mentioned a Websonic, Slack Core 920R, Fitigo Black Knight, Rayon Apex, and Tavron Supreme. I don't know what any of those are.
I don't know those either. I just stick with the Thunders, man. Dualtron.
All right, next question. Trax, I am from Newark, New Jersey. Do you ever see yourself settling down and having a family and a kid to leave your legacy to?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's very hard to build a relationship with one woman, unfortunately for me. I'd rather have multiple wives if possible, but I don't know if that's possible or not. But
are you in a relationship now? That's not one of the questions. That's fine.
Yeah, somewhat, something like that. I mean, I'm trying to get some space from women. They're terrible.
All right.
They're dumb.
Ask Trax how he started the business in detail. Where did he get the money, and where he met who and what?
He didn't get any fucking money. How's that? I was installing a video game on my friend's computer, Counter-Strike. Somebody saw me installing it. They thought it was useful. They gave me a little internship. They were moving clothing from Canal Street, Chinatown, and selling it in the tri-state area. I found a jewelry store over there. I grabbed the camera, took a picture, and sold it and bought it, right? It's like you walk into a Lamborghini dealership tomorrow. You take a picture of a Lamborghini. You put it up for sale. And you sell it, and then you go to the Lamborghini dealership, you buy it, and you ship it to your customer, and you keep the difference. That's what I did. Where did you get the money for the Lamborghini? You didn't. You sold it. You didn't buy it. You bought it after you sold it. Usually, you buy then sell, but this time, you sell then buy.
This guy's name is Lil Fapper. Hey Trax, will you open a shop in Vegas? I want to work for you.
Yeah, I'll open up a shop in Vegas, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. There's a lot of people out there dreaming. I want to work for you. I want this. You don't want to work for me. You want to rob me, bro. Come on.
Keydot says, Trax, I want to know what was your proudest moment after you became a successful jeweler. Is that feeling better than you starting ground up and making it on your own?
Yeah, the proudest moment is when you could do something for other people, when you become a paragon, you become a leader, you can help your mother out, you can cover her expenses, you can help your family abroad or wherever they are, or somebody who needs help, or, all those feelings are just such a big relief, rather than the anxiety and the pressure I used to feel day in and day out. Just to finally make it to where you need to be in life it's like, I remember, in the, what's his name, 50 Cent, in the song, Window Shopper, in the beginning, he's like, the top feels so much better than the bottom. So much better. So much better. I don't know if you remember that, but that always stuck with me, and I know exactly the feeling that he's talking about. The top feels so much better than the bottom.
Mr. Alex wants to know, what is your favorite video game? I remember Maksud giving out silver so whoever could beat him in Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, that's my favorite fighting game. I like Ocarina of Time.
All right.
That was my favorite game.
Carotech 1973. Trax, it's obvious that you are not a fan of lab-grown diamonds. Is that because you have less profit margin or some other reason? In my honest opinion, this seems to be a better option not only for the price but also to avoid human exploitation across the world. People get cents on the dollar to risk their lives for real diamonds while the profit is made at the end of the chain. What is your take on this?
Let me tell you something. Some of those people that are getting cents on the dollar, that's their only fucking job. So you're going to take away their cents off the dollar, they're not going to eat. They used to dig for diamonds. Now what the fuck are they going to do? Who's going to help them? You? No, you don't know what the fuck. Oh, well, anyway. The thing is, I don't know. I just visited a laboratory and I saw how lab diamonds are. I don't get anything against lab diamonds. You could do lab, you could do natural. You know, it's a diamond. It's science. It's an element. Carbon, which is crystallized into the shape of a diamond. So there's a lot of opportunities. The lab is, bottoming out on the price. In different sizes. Natural is a whole different world. So you could do whatever you want. The fucked up thing is to pay for natural and get lab. You got to get what you pay for. That's all.
Yeah, a lot of other jewelry stores, they screw people over. They'll pretend like something is natural, and
sometimes they do when they want to get greedy, when they want to get over on somebody, or they want to take a shortcut. They lab them. That sucks, man.
Now we have an investment question. If you have $10,000 and would like to save it for the long term, should I take the $10,000 and put it in A, a Rolex, B, a few 24 karat 1 ounce gold bars, or 3, 14 karat gold jewelry?
The gold bars is the safest bet, but you can't really enjoy that, but that's the safest, okay? The 14 karat gold jewelry, if you get it at scrap, that's not bad either. You could buy some Berkshire Hathaway stock or something like that and own an operating business. That's better. But you got to know what you're doing on that end.
Okay. Trax, I think you are amazing. You're an amazing marketing expert. How do you choose your target audience? Obviously, you may not attract the old grandma who plans to buy a bracelet for her grandkid, but you do have an audience, including me. How did you go about creating your persona and the way you represent your brand?
I don't know. I'm not really proud of myself on that end. Sometimes I'm screaming, yelling, but just do whatever I feel like doing.
Some people think that's a character. Is that a character, or is that?
I guess it is. I mean, sometimes I'm extremely angry, so I'm pushing myself to the limit, and I'm trying to communicate as much as I can with the people around the world, teach them, and give them something to think about, so on and so forth. There's a lot of ways to do that. Education, entertainment. Sometimes it's comedy. Sometimes it's this. Sometimes it's that. Whatever. Whatever I can do, I will. As long as, right, you project information. Does it hit in the prefrontal cortex and it get absorbed and change the way your neurons are so that you remember me? Or does it just go, So if it hits, it hits.
Final question. Trax, what is your end game plan? Are you looking to branch out into the world with the Trax NYC brand, or are you going to keep it local in New York? Also, so there's two parts to this question. Are you worried about the lab-made diamonds pricing going down? Are diamonds going to become the new cubic zirconias? Thank you both, Brandon and Max. Keep up the good work. So there's two parts.
That's a great question. I mean, for the second part, the diamonds, are going to change. I mean, the lab stones are going to come out. The things that are happening that are ridiculous. So, but for the first one, I'm going to go as worldwide as I can. As soon as I get the brand, the capital, and all my ducks in a row. So that's that. But as far as the lab, the diamonds, that's up to you to decide, not up for me to decide. However the public responds, how many diamonds that they buy. Now you could get VS diamonds and lab for cheap, but not that cheap. And on the smaller side of things, the diamonds are the same price because of the labor. It's on the larger side of things that the price is different. So the price of diamonds is by the rarity of the stone and by the labor of the cut. So the labor of the cut is the same. The rarity of the stone in different variations went down. But then there could be different testers, different this, different that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna give the option of selling lab if people want it. You know, engagement rings, people are getting it, so that's it.
You mentioned artificial intelligence will be the future of jewelry. What makes you say that, and what can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, sure. I designed some pieces with AI. Here they are. Let me show you this grizzly bears that I have. I designed with AI in a minute. I designed this ring with AI. This one. Oh my god. This. So you could design jewelry, you know what I'm saying? No more jeweler. AI could be your jeweler. Look at this eagle head I made.
Do you think some people will lose their jobs over having something like that?
Well, you know what I'm saying, if they don't know the fuck they're doing. I mean, again, you know, people used to dig with their hands, then they got a shovel. Did they lose their job, or did they just move more dirt?
They adapt.
You know what I'm saying? You move more dirt, the dirt still goes where you want it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to dig with your hands. You don't, you know, like, people used to drink water like this. Now they have this. They lose, your hands are useless? No, your hands are doing something else. You can just, now you can hold your water with one hand.
I wanted to address something else. In one of my previous videos, I did a video, it was called Trax versus Noah. In that video, you were ranting, talking about Noah and how angry you were. During that rant, you mentioned, it's funny how Isabella disappeared as soon as Noah did.
Smart of her.
Does Noah have
it was all Danny, really. You know, forget about Isabella and Noah. I mean, they fucked up, but this guy Danny that was there, he poisoned their minds. He's a ratty motherfucker, and that's why they fucked up their lives.
Do you believe Noah is still in contact with Danny?
Nah, I don't think so.
If he poisoned,
you know what I'm saying? That's it. This guy Danny's a retard, man. You know, but he ain't contacted him. Noah is out of my life, man. I'm waiting for Noah to sink to the bottom of the ocean, and that's it.
And I asked you this off camera, I believe. If I was to reach out to Danny and ask him if he wants to have a sit down with you, come to the store, maybe say it was a misunderstanding, whatever happened, by chance. If he had a somewhat good explanation.
Listen. Let me play you a message I left to Danny for yesterday.
Is this a recent message?
This is a recent message. Let me listen to see if he's gonna come down.
It's my birthday! Happy birthday! Ah! Fucking bitch! Bring me back everything! With your forehead scraping on the fucking floor! Or did I ruin your day? And you ruined my day! You little shit! You little bitch! You making faces over there, playing around! You sneaky little rat! I'm gonna get you for this! Your fucking ratty scheme. And does this? And I'll get money! I should have more! You'll get more! You'll get more, you bitch!
So after that,
reaching out to Danny is completely out of the question. What I am surprised by, somebody else in another comment section said, "Yo, why haven't Danny blocked Trax yet? Because if he would have blocked you, he wouldn't receive any of these messages."
Right, I guess not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I lost my mind with that shit. That shit pissed me off.
Okay, and I want to ask another question. When you're not at the store and when you're not talking about jewelry, what are some things people should know about you and your personal life and that you don't really mention in any of your episodes?
I don't really know, bro. I don't even know if I even, you know, who am I?
What's life outside of the store?
How's life outside of the store? My life is simple, you know, like when I make friends, they keep me as a friend for a while. I'm very low key. You know, one thing about me is I don't play the game. I don't play the game of trying to be cool, trying to be like this, you know what I'm saying? I don't act like I'm Drake or some shit. You know, I could pop out in a drop top. I could pop out with I could look like the money that you motherfuckers worship. But I don't worship money. I worship God. You know what I'm saying? I understand how this world, this substance is created, you know, and where this world comes from. And that's where I keep my mind and my relationships and you know how I present myself. I'm not gonna present myself like I'm Drake or trying to this and that and all this loser shit, creating this bad energy, like, you know, like a bitch like Tekashi 6ix9ine with money in his ear and he's buying his bitches all Balenciaga, and he's a fucking, some of these people, bro, that just look like shit. They're the worst of the worst. And then the worst, you don't even know who's worse. You don't know the retards like that who are the worst. That are showing off the money, or the ones that are grubbing for it. The ones that are grubbing for the money, that they see the money. Kylie on a private jet. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever. These people are shit. I don't want them in my life. I don't like them. I'll never try to attract them. I'll never try to show off for them. Never say never, but that's not really my thing. And I just play it nice and smooth, nice and cool, do my thing, keep moving. I have my private time, my happy times, and I play it smooth.
Now, Trax, you're a very spiritual person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe, in your personal opinion, do you believe everything happens for a reason, or do you believe 100% is free will?
Not everything happens for a reason. Sometimes, there's a duality to nature.
Could it be possible that God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, placed Danny and Noah and some of these people in your life to teach you a lesson, or some worldly lesson, or was there a spiritual reason why they
There's a duality to life. There could be every reason and no reason at the same time. Okay, that's that. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond your comprehension is really the problem of it. Like they say, a photon of light, is it a wave or is it a particle? It's both. It's a wave until you look at it, then it becomes a particle. So all this plays out in some sort of a fashion which is just beyond your reach, beyond the reach of your mind. Sorry, can't figure it out, can't understand it, just got to do the best you can. And things are going to work out great, or, you might get hit by a bus. Or you might hit someone else with a bus. That's the glory of it all. It's not certain until it is certain. And when it is certain, it was certain from the beginning of time. That's the only way I could describe it.
Do you have a specific retirement age of when you would like to stop working, or are you just going to keep doing this?
Yeah, I'm not even working now, to be honest. I'm doing things, I'm moving around. What is retirement? You go home, you sit down on the couch, you don't get up? What does that really mean?
Some people see you traveling to another place and living there for the rest of your life. Do you see yourself staying in New York for the rest of your life?
Probably going to be here for a while, or if I'll get a home somewhere else, if you have the money to do so, you buy a home or you spend some time somewhere else. Who knows? That's what rich people do. So all that is up in the air. I want to spend some time in Tokyo. I want to live abroad. It's all very difficult. Then once you have a family, you just raise your family, and that's it.
All right, final question, and then we're going to end this. What was your first video that you saw on my channel, and what was your first impression?
I don't even remember what it was.
How unimportant it was.
No, but the first video that you saw on your channel, yeah, I think it was the Noah saga and all that other stuff that you were covering, and I liked the way it was. I just thought it was entertaining.
All right, Trax, thank you very much for your time. I would love to continue making more videos with you.
Anytime.
And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A interview that I did with Trax. I hope I didn't sound too socially awkward this time. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.